Yeah, my thoughts on the game. Really, we had such a strong start. Such a really strong start. I hadn't seen Spurs play like that and look so confident in God knows how long. I mean, defensive wise, we were so good, you know? I mean, when we got that first goal as well, especially, I was over the moon. I could sort of see it coming. And I thought we can really definitely build on this. I thought maybe second half PSG were going to switch on, but it didn't seem to happen first 10, 15 minutes. And then we managed to grab a second goal. And I was like, oh, wow, okay. So we might actually have something in this. We've got a step foot in it, a really big step foot in it. And then it just started to become typical Spurs. Last 20 minutes, made a couple of subs, and then just slowly, more progressively, we just sat back further and further and just let them. We gave them the opportunities. It wasn't like earlier in the game where they had opportunities, but the difference was that we actually defended well because we were then taking the ball off them. We were playing really well, snatching it off them, and then just hitting them on the counter, and we looked dangerous pretty much every time. It was ridiculous. I couldn't believe what I was seeing with my own eyes. But yeah, last 20 minutes, it just completely flipped massively. We couldn't even get it into their half at all. We were just constantly booting it out every chance we had. Even when we had time, I was thinking, why are you booting it? Just run away with it. Run away with it. Try and get another one here. It's just really frustrating that it's got to be rubbish like this. It was just a really pathetic way to throw it away after all that. Worked so hard, threw it away like that. Big shame for Romero as well. I'll give you my match ratings now as well. I'll start off with Vicario. Vicario, to be honest, he didn't really have to work too much because PSG weren't really getting any chances. He's only really had to make one save. Can't blame him for the goals at all. I'm going to give Vicario a 7 because when he did have the chances against him, he actually performed against them quite well. Well, I could probably give most of the credit to the defenders. Start off with Kevin Danso. Danso had a pretty decent game. I mean, most of our centre-backs, well, pretty much all of our centre-backs did. Van de Ven, Romero, Danso, they all had solid games. You could say Van de Ven, Romero, you know, both grabbing a goal. It's just, I don't even know what to say, to be honest with you. Literally, don't even know what to say. I thought all three of them deserved probably a 7.5. All three of our centre backs, Van de Ven, Romero, and Danso, they all had decent games. I just don't know what the hell Frank told them to do in the last 20 minutes. I really want to know what he said because that's giving me, you know, it's like giving me vibes of, you know, score one goal, sit back. It's awful. Hated that ending. That was the most bitter ending. Just, can't believe it, man. Pedro Porro. I'm gonna rate Pedro Porro a 6.5. He had some decent moments, grabbed an assist, but there were so many times where he just kept letting the ball slip and just poor passing throughout. He gave possession away a bit too much. It was very frustrating. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to give him a 6.5. Bentancur, it was another one who had a solid game as well, to be honest. Bentancur, can't really fault him for much that he did this game. I'm gonna give Bentancur a 7.5. He had a really decent game. Paulinho, not much in it for Paulinho. Again, it was a little bit like the last game, not as bad, but I'm gonna have to give Paulinho a 6.5. Just there was a few moments where he just looked a little bit weak. Didn't have too much to the ball, just sort of letting it go a little bit too much. I know he didn't play the full game, but I mean honestly, he did not have a fantastic game, Paulinho, compared to like Bentancur next to him. Anyway, Jed Spence. It was a little bit like Porro, to be honest. He had some good moments, Spence, some nice lovely turns. But again, he just kept giving the ball away. Some of his passes were just some of the worst. Giving it constantly. I'm gonna have to give him a 6. Honestly, there were some moments just really frustrated me. He's a solid player, Spence, but today was just not it. Just not his game. Not his game at all. 6 for me. Pat Massar had a brilliant game. Absolutely brilliant game. I'm gutted that he got taken off as well as Kudu, so I'll get if I get to him. But yeah, Sarr, I'm gonna give Sarr an 8 actually. Just his energy on the ball, the constant, the power he had. Just honest, got his feet, man. I just watching this on my screen. Ugh. Yeah, Sarr, good game. Kudus, honestly, one of the best performances I've ever seen from a Spurs player. Honestly, it kind of give me flashback from like Gareth Bale versus Inter back in the Champions League. Yeah, I mean, obviously not to that same level, but Kudus, honestly, he was doing some ridiculous turns and he was performing some moves where you would have thought he was bound to have the ball snatched from him, but he was moving like a spider on a web, catching a fly. It was ridiculous. I can't believe, looking at his FOTMOL rating, it's as low as only 7.1. I'm going to give Kudus an 8 because he had a brilliant game. It's a shame he got taken off those last 10 minutes. Should have kept him on. I don't know why we took him off. Really shouldn't have taken him off. He had a solid game. And the last one in the starting 11, Richarlison was quite 50-50 this game. I'm more annoyed about the way we've lost more than the fact that we've just lost, because, you know, you go 2-0 up. I've said this many times now, but you go 2-0 up, bottle it last 10 minutes, lose on penalties. I'd rather have just lost 4-0. I'd rather that. But yeah, with Charlison again, yeah, he was quite 50-50 on the ball today. He had some good moments. He looked quite, he was a player, that's the thing with Charlison, he's a player who, he doesn't really have an end product, unfortunately. You know, he's got that Brazilian in him. He knows what, he does pretty well on the ball, but then he can't do anything with it. He can't shoot, he can't pass. It's really frustrating. I won't lie, I'm kind of surprised we've still kept him this long, to be honest. No disrespect, but yeah, I'm going to have to give Richarlison a 6.5. I won't rate Bergvall, who came on the 90th minute. I will rate Solanke and Gray. So, Gray, oh god, yeah, Gray, I hardly even really saw him on the ball. I don't even recall him touching the ball in the back of my mind. I can't really give him a rating that much, but if I am going to give him, it's just going to be a solid 6. That's it. Solanke unfortunately came on, had an appalling start. 72nd minute, same with Gray. It's just there was not much. The thing is, there's not much you can do at this point in time of the game. Can't blame him too much, but there was nothing going on that last 20 minutes of him. Everything just came crashing down. I'm gonna have to give him a 6 as well. And this might be a bit harsh, but 10 minutes to go, Matty's tail came on. Oh, you just immediately poor with the ball. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure he was led up to that second goal happening for them the last minute, and then missed a penalty. It's gonna have to be 4.5. I'll give him a benefit of the doubt, given that, you know, he came on so late. It's a little bit unfair to criticise him that much, but you know, you come on and you bloody finish your job. You hold that lead. But that's my thoughts, my match player ratings, and yeah, that's it. That's it for me.